Hi guys, I'm ExactChaos and welcome back to another episode of Ixion. So we're moving along. We need to bring a lot of people from the Pythagoras, including cryptopods or cryonic pods and workers and non-workers also now. So non-workers can at least be turned into colonists. Presumably we'll need them for Remus when we eventually get there. But at the moment we're kind of running out of what? Iron, maybe? Maybe carbon is the biggest issue for us right now. We still have a few silicone pieces. Well, silicone and carbon are the two things we probably need to pick up on. We've done no hydrogen, but I don't think we need hydrogen just yet. So let's quickly send out a probe towards finding some carbon and silicone. Is it really what? Well, we'll see what is available fairly close by. Well, we won't move until we've got everybody out there, and we're going to continue seeing some issues with the weather. So there's carbon and iron and ice, and that's about a one cycle journey from the Tyqqun. So I think let's pop it out that way. And we'll see what we can get there. This is almost fully picked up, so that iron was really useful for us to get our hands on that. We're collecting the final bits and pieces of carbons over here. So that's all good. So let's keep going. We're busy preparing the Tyqqun to welcome a lot more people. Is basically what is happening. And in the last episode, we started looking at. We are busy. So preparing it for a lot more people is one thing. So let's just go back here. We looked at the technology options here in terms of maybe expanding our crew quarters. So the demotic quarter houses up to 70 crew members in high quality accommodation. What I don't know is what it costs. So if it costs, so that seems reasonable. We also have cell housing, which... Capacity of cell housing increased by 30, bioelectricity power cost is reduced by 2. EA cell protocol. The false perspective upgrade is required to unlock this upgrade. Yeah, fair enough, but what does it do? The other one says stuff, but that one does not. The infirmary we could expand to get a little bit more beds. That's definitely something we could have a look at. Strengthening centers and things. DLS center. Predictive behavior. Policy cooldown is reduced by 5 cycles. Yeah, okay. Not sure that's something worth us spending a little bit of spending stuff on. So the question really in my mind is between one or two things. On the one hand, I don't think NEA quarter is what I'm after because we don't need the food. We don't need to do the waste policy thing. We can even switch it off if we wanted to. The demotic quarter is the one. And on the other hand, we've got the carbon now produces 5 polymers, or the recycled materials, which means that we require only 25 silicones for one electronic, which over time obviously does give us a lot more. So potentially that's a good one. But I think I'm going to go ahead and research the demotic quarter. And see what that can do for us. Before we expand this too much further, let's see what the demotic quarter does, because I do think that'll make people quite happy also. So what is this saying? We can't hold much more over here. So what we'll do is we'll now start bringing it in to the other side. So what I'll do is I'll unassign the melon. Okay. Then who's picking up? Let's just check who's picking up. Don't want to mess around. Diogenes and Quicksilver are both picking up people. So then I'll have to assign both of them that way. So let's just get the Diogenes come in that way. And we'll come back to this. We'll unassign the Quicksilver over here. I'll move out the deltoid, so unassign the deltoid. We'll get the deltoid to come back in here. And we can probably put the melon in as well. And then on this side, we'll add the Quicksilver, so that we can actually load up more stuff, more people on that side. That's kind of the plan. Okay, that's good. So things are moving along. Our trust is looking good. Our hull integrity is okay. We can probably start. Oh, no. We still need to grow that fairly bit. We're putting up an EVA airlock over here. We are using our alloys at a reasonable rate, and we do need to potentially build the docking station over here.
Probe has completed its scan.
Let's pop out and see what the probe has got for us. Okay, so now we've got this guy coming all the way over. Just have a look at what the fleet is doing. Yeah, to come and pick up the carbons. That's it. It was busy doing some ice work over here, I think. Oh, that's all mined. Where was it? Interesting. Can't imagine it would have been anywhere else. Busy doing something. But anyway, now it can come and do the carbons over here. So how much do we have? 14, 29. That's reasonable. It's 70 and a little bit of ice as well. It's fairly good. This is still picking up people and things. And there's still a bit of iron to be picked up over here. There's a lot to be picked up over here and even to be mined. So this guy is busy mining. Yeah, finalizing the mining over there. Then he'll do this one. And there's a bit of silicone to be picked up over here. This is a bit of a journey. I'm going to try and do things closer by. But there's a fair bit to be picked up on. Okay, things are looking reasonable. Lots of iron. Lots of all kinds of things. The next EVA airlock should almost be done. How many people do we have over here? Yeah, there's a lot of people that can still work in this area. Lots and lots of food. So I can quite comfortably assign a new policy over here to get the food up and running. Oh, why are we having negativities here now? What's going on? From having more unopened cryonic pods than crew in the sector. Ah, so that is becoming an issue. But I'm not going to be worried about that because as soon as the next 2.5 cycles is done, we're going to start feeding people a little bit better and we'll get that back down to neutral. I just want to make sure we're loading these people in so that we've got them around. How many is there still here? Oh my goodness. So we're going to have a challenge on our hands with all of these cryonic pods. What's happening over here? That's standing still at the moment, I think. Yeah, we're bringing in people at a rapid pace now. So yeah, they do give us a bit of a negative buff. I thought if they're in there and not in these pods, that'd be okay. But it seems like it's still going to be a bit of an issue. So what I might do is I might switch that one in there and turn that one on, and then we'll move a little bit more in there. I'll have to move one back over this way. Oh, it is still loading it there. Oh, it still had a full load with it, I think. We're going to get more negative buffs. Yeah, we'll just want to try and keep as many people with us as we can. Wanting to get the research done, and we'll give people more food shortly to try and appease them a little bit more. Things are all looking good. What's up? No, we can't stop it until we get it to at least a good number there in terms of in terms of our what was I thinking? Alloys? No. What was I going to switch off? Okay. Anyway, let's keep going. Carbons are standing still at the moment, so we can probably start switching over to that. How many workers do we have here? This one takes about 15, and we should have enough power. I can switch that back on again. Please, let's do that. And then we can go ahead and create that. Yeah, we've switched off a lot of this stuff. We don't need this guy to produce as much food. Let's be sure to move through this at a reasonable pace. I want to switch this one back on at some point too. This thing is switched off, but I want to...
Administrator,
I can't power it up.
You can implement a new policy.
Okay, we can implement a policy over here. So let's pop in and say policies. Now I'm going to give people a generous amount of food. Thank you. Not going to worry about the working conditions. We can actually, in this sector, we can sort that out. Now we're back to neutral, even though this is looking fairly challenging for all the people we have. The research is almost done. I wouldn't just like to see what that is all about. So once that research is done, I'd like to see what we get from this. Okay, so now we've got Dematic quarters has been unlocked. So we can't upgrade anything, but if we have a look here, Dematic quarters, yes, this is what I was a little bit worried about. It takes a lot of alloys, which is not the biggest issue, but it does take electronic component, and that's the piece that I was a little bit scared of. It's also wider. Oops. So, oh no, it's not. It's exactly the same size, is it? So we could presumably squeeze that in. So this one gives us 70 people living there, while this one gets 40. It reduces our power, which is a good idea. Which is definitely a good idea. So that's something that we've done. Now we've got that ability to use that, and it'll probably get people to like us a little bit more. Living in crew quarters. So I'll just slowly continue to redo these things here. Now that one's done. We've fully loaded that piece. If I go back out here, how many is still out there? 158. 303. Well, we can probably put another 70 in here, so we'll still be a little short. Okay, so let's... Oh, we can move them directly to a place. We need to worry. We need to be mindful. We don't have enough power to run this. For the time being, I can... People should be... What? Sector 1 is what? Starving? Oh, 2 active missiles are required in this sector. Okay. Didn't quite see that one coming. Now, we may need to relook at a few things. So because we've got so many people here, we need to optimize things a little bit. Oh, this is empty. 40, 40, 40. Oh, well, actually, there's plenty of room in there. We can quite comfortably start removing some of these things. That one. Do we have a bit of room there? Oh, we don't. Okay, so we could... Well, what we could do now is we can... Yeah, we just leave the one in there. So we could... But that could also be a battery, right? Okay, so let's demolish this one. And we'll demolish that one. Thank you. And we can get another one of these quarters. So I'm probably not going to go with the demonic quarter just yet. Not until we get a lot more of this. We're all done on this. So let's unassign the Diogenes, and we'll unassign the melon. We'll put the Diogenes in there, so they'll come and bring some more stuff in. Okay, clear that one out. So let's just see. We need to quickly produce ourselves a little bit more of a mess hall here. So how big will this be? Yeah, it's a little problematic if we wanted to do this. You really don't have the room for it. You can fit some stuff in there. That's fairly reasonable. It's not going to fit in there. We could basically clear one of these out, get a mess hall over here. Do that, we'll have a little bit more space. Yeah, we don't need this. Oh, we do need it because there's housing all the way down there. So if we do that, there's like a row of 2 behind it. We do this. That's the one. That's the one. Let's clear this one out. Clear that one out ASAP, and then we'll put another mess hall in here. I think that's the one that we're going to do. What does a mess hall take in terms of power? Yeah, we really need to get another solar panel going. Okay, get that mess hall. Perfect. It's in fairly well over there. Let's go ahead and high priority this. A lot of people. How many people do we have here? Just living in crew quarters. Yeah, we're doing a fair bit. Propaganda. Are we? Oh, policy food. Yeah, good. Almost a feeding cycle. Oh, no, it's not. Is it? I think next cycle would be end of the cycle. Oh, now it is a meal cycle. So now people are going to starve if we can't get that done fairly quickly. Okay, get that built. What I'll do is I'll start dismantling these two. I might build one of the Dionic quarters and see how that goes, but for the time being, it's pretty useful for us to just make use of things. Okay, so now we've got 800 cryonic pods here. Yeah, clear those out. Now these are filling up. Yeah, now people are happy because most of them are now living in optimized quarters. And that is the cool part of doing this. So we should be able to clear out a lot more space on this side. One crewmate died during the last cycle because of environmental effects. Okay. So I think we'll just leave it as is here. So if I'm going to go and have a look at population, demotic quarter, this costs a lot of, this is 15, that's 40. So it takes a little bit more alloys, but that takes a lot. But about doubling that. So now we're starting to look at using, should we do one of those? We could certainly do one or two of them, have a lot more people in here, and just leave that as is, and then we can probably clear out a lot of the other housing that we have here. Yeah, I'm kind of tempted. I can always reclaim the material. So let's quickly build those two. That'll take a fair bit of our materials. And once that's done, that should be a lot of housing space. People should be fairly happy. Our trust is looking really good. We can start moving people in. So let's quickly go to our fleet controls. Now, fleet, before we do that, I'm kind of tempted to start demolishing a lot of this stuff here in the middle. And even that, so we'll clear a lot of this can be cleared out. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to start clearing off some of this. So let's demolish that and demolish this one. Yeah, that's the plan. We'll get this all built. 2 demotic quarters will hopefully help things out a little bit. Make people even more happy if they live in there. Cell housing. Neutral, happy, neutral, and happy. So we only got the one here. You can always build something in here that will make people a little happier. We don't have enough people. Switch that one on. We also don't have that. We do need to use some of our polymers and build a little bit more power infrastructure. So that's 75 plus 3 of these electronic components. 75 polymers. That's really challenging to deal with. Wow. But I do need the power. I do need the power. Converts a star's energy into electricity, providing power for the tycoon. Ooh. No, but that's what they all do, right? I just don't know what the cost is. So it'll just continue to go up the cost. But we can probably build this. 3. That's fine. Let's just do it. Let's get it built. What's our hull integrity like? Almost up at 600, so that's okay. That's almost built. The EVA airlock, I think we can power that on, right? Oh, no, we can't power it on. That was the issue. We didn't have the
supply overloaded.
We didn't have the electricity to deal with that.
An accident has occurred in the tycoon.
Yeah, we didn't have the electricity to deal with it.
Power restored.
Yeah, we need about... We do that. Then tab out. This will give us... Yeah, ooh, actually... This will give us enough. There we go. So we can switch that one on. So now, if our airlocks are currently assigned to some other tasks. We can effectively repair our hull. That's done. There's no one living there. So what I'll do is I'll clear out the rest of this, to be honest. Oh, there's a little pathway over there too. Okay, anyway, let's start moving this out. Stockpile sector 1. Jeez. We need to start moving people into these facilities. Oh, yeah, there we go. Seeing a bit more going in there now. Wouldn't mind clearing this one out as well. Yeah, we should be able to. I'm going to kind of leave this one in here. That seems reasonable. Oh, unless I want to kind of replace it with batteries instead. There's room for a house in there. Yeah, I might do that. And have this our entire housing area here. Yeah, our food is looking very good. Now we've got actively going on stuff here. If I get rid of this one, and then these two also, now we're optimizing our housing area quite a lot. That's full. And these should all be full now, and there should be, wow, even this is not full yet. Interesting. Wow, we're making a lot of room here. What's going on with the power? Power is looking reasonable. What I'll do is, we don't have the people, right? Yeah, we don't have the people to do that. Okay, carbons are coming in. Silicones are producing stuff. Yeah, that's all good. That's all been cleared out. Now this DLS center is the one that bothers me a little bit. Just look at this. Look at how unoptimized this is. Oh, this is still being cleared out, and I'll clear out the rest of that too. Oh, we don't have anywhere to actually store our stuff. Sector 1 still has an incident happening, right? It's an accident in Sector 3. Sector 3, unfortunately. Sector 3. What was this supposed to be? We still have a stockpile here? I don't know what that was supposed to be. Anyway, that can quite comfortably be food for us. To do that. Excellent. Unload your food. We need the food. And then what we can do is we can probably build this one. So let's resume that construction, please. and get this one built. And what we can also do is we do now have the power to switch these back on. How's our water? I need to have a look at our water. Yeah, water is looking reasonable as well. So how much does this one do? 52. This one goes up to about 90. So what does it say? 9 times 11 per cycle. So that goes to 90, 99. That goes 99. And this one is 4 times 14 per cycle. 4 times 14. So that's like 28, and 28 is 60, 56. 56. Oh yeah, there we go. Harvest 56. It's 56 that comes per cycle. But the harvest is only every 4 cycles or something. I don't know. But anyway, we've got a lot of food. Okay, now, do we have enough room to start moving people in? This is still being demolished here. There's a little bit of room here. Can we squeeze in an optimized quarter? Ooh, not quite. What we can do is put in a crew quarter over there. So we'll definitely start building a crew quarter in that spot. So we'll get about 15 in there. And that should do the trick. Now, if what is the size of this this thing? That is fairly large. Yeah, you can't actually fit anything in there that's reasonably sized. I do need to make a little bit of room here for something. So what I'll do is let's clear that out, and let's clear this out. Yeah, there's nothing on this side, so you do need it. So what we could do is let's have a quick look. If we look at maintenance here, yeah, we really don't have the ability to move stuff anywhere. Okay, we may want to move out some more stuff then. Put an ice in here now. So let's yeah, we can't possibly we might have to switch this thing back on again to start moving through the people again. Okay, so let's have a quick look. If we could have our fleet, so we need to go and start collecting people, all right? So switch these off and then start switching these on and go and collect people for us. Hopefully they'll bring them in. There should be some room for everybody now, and we'll then have a look at how we're gonna allocate them. What's our hull integrity like? Oh, hull integrity is awesome. Let's switch that back off for a little while. This is being built, so we'll be ready to be able to bring in one of these ships. So we bring the ice directly this way. We'll stop using ice over there. So let's just go into fleet control, switch off the ice right now, so we're not collecting ice with anybody. The next person to collect ice will be collecting it straight into here once this is done. Okay, now let's pop out and see. So Protagoras, nothing. Oh, waiting for a side ship. Should we send the Melon back? Come on, Melon. For some reason. Oh, the Melon's on the side. Well, let's send out the Ripley.
The ship has arrived at its destination.
What's going on over here? Oh, okay, something else is happening. Install a copy of Eden. Okay. Summary of intelligence. Okay, that's okay. The PA and Protagoras are unresponsive. It will need to be replaced. We have reached the data storage center of the PA. Install a copy of Eden. Save a copy of the Protagoras' PA. It sounds like a reasonable thing to do. Okay, so let's do that. Let's save a copy. We're probably going to get a little bit of... I didn't even think we needed to do that. Anyway, keep going on this one. This guy's going to come and mine some ice. That's already been done. Do we have a probe? We probably need another probe. Let's give me a probe, please. We have the power here now to run some stuff, but we don't have any people. So yeah, we should be done with our with our silicon soon, and then we can move them over there and get some alloys working a little bit quicker. Yeah, our silicons are out. So once this is done, we'll switch this one on off and that one back on again. And then the question really is, are we moving people, or is we're not moving people? And I'm assuming it's because these two vehicles is fully loaded with some stuff here. So what I'll do is yes, we did switch that off, but they're still loaded. So what we'll need to do is we'll probably need to build another holding facility. Jeez, this is poor. This is the spot. Build another holding facility there. Need to actually provide that back in again, and what we'll do is we'll go ahead and dismantle that, and we'll no longer store ice here. We'll store these people instead. Yeah, lots of little bits and pieces still. Yeah, there's a lot, but people are still happy though. Just want to make sure that everybody's got a house and things like that.
Administrator, you can implement a new policy.
How many workers do we have here? We could even get them even happier. So we don't need it now though. So we'll take it nice and calm. We don't need to go crazy. Wow. There's lots of food. Lots of food. Okay, now we've got a probe. Let's pop out and see where we send it. And that's probably going to be the end of the episode. I know things are... I might wait for just that one. Let's quickly find a probe. What is this? Oh, that's my two ships there. No need for the ice, thanks. Bit of silicone here, which would be good to get. Silicone and ice, iron. Ooh, yes, it's a little something that's fairly reasonable over here. Carbon and, ooh, there we go. That's about a 1.2. That's not bad. Let's send out the probe over there. Okay, and we'll keep going. So let's quickly get these 3 cycles done so we can see what's happened at the protagonist, and then we'll end the episode so there's at least a little bit of action. But yeah, we're taking it slow so that we don't overwhelm ourselves. So I think we can probably start dismantling some of these. So what I'll take is we'll put some more cryonic pods in here. And we'll clear this out and see what we're able to do. I want to actually do the same thing over there. I actually should do that also. They'll start moving them out also, and then I'll build another one here. So it's at least a little bit more of a chunky little block here, so we can maybe start doing things a little bit better on this side. Get that one all cleared out. Now we'll stuff out. Now I'm assuming it'll move. Yeah, now it's moving stuff from all over. Need to let's demolish that one. Gonna move stuff out first. Okay, we're bringing in a lot of people now.
A probe has completed its
scan. Let's pop out and have a look. 2 more cycles there. The probe has completed its scan in this location, which is offering us 181 iron and 30 carbon and a lot more ice. So yes, that's the thing. These things are still being picked up over there. Still ice being picked up there. We're not picking up any ice, to be honest. How is our ice supply? Oh, we're out. We are out. Okay, this thing. Can I power this on? How many workers do we have? We do have enough workers, so let's power that on. Yes, that's all good. Now, what I would like to do is get the... What's happening with our ships? So the Diogenes has got people on it, and it's waiting to dock. Okay, so one of these needs to come over this way. So I'll get the I'll have to get the Diogenes to come. Let's bring in some workers too. There should be space for everybody. Let's assign the Diogenes over here. Thank you. And then the Diogenes should then revert to picking up some stuff there. So forget about that. Forget about the iron. And kind of forget about this. And then from there, you'll move on to doing ice only. So we'll keep that ice nice and filled. Is that one done? Yes. Okay. Switching that one off and switching this one back on again. All good. I can clear this out. Let's do that. Clear that one out. Build another stockpile over here and allocate some more cryonic pods. So once this thing is built up, we should see. I'm hoping that's not going to cause us any issues, but we are happy at the moment. So even if we drop down by one, it's not the end of the world. Transfer 250 crew from the Protagoras. So how's this looking? No more inhabitants here just yet. Waiting to dock. What's happening over here? What is this? What is happening? Is it showing me people? Cryonic pods being dropped off. That's fine. And then it did drop off a lot of workers, which should have found themselves a place to go and stay.
A science ship team has completed
Perfect.
the task.
So let's find out what's happened over here. So Naomi Protocol, we have repatriated the PA of the Protagoras, so we can now resume listening. Oh, okay. Is that it? Is that going to give us that? Is that the end of it? Well, we're collecting the science. At least when we get the science, we should be able to do a few more pieces of research, which would be great. And then we'll collect the rest of the people, and then we'll probably be done, to be honest. Hull integrity is down to a very low number. Can I please just switch the hull integrity thing back on again so we can make that work again? There's a lot of alloys around. Yeah, we need more silicones as well. Yeah, so these people has been just dropped off here. Yeah, so now we need ice to come in very quickly because we're going to run out of food if we don't have enough ice. Probably need multiple stashes of ice here. I may go ahead and start the building process of yet another one of these. Actually, no. Let's cancel that. Thank you. Cancel that. Can we potentially squeeze it in somewhere else? Probably can, right? Just don't want to do that. There we go. I think that's what we'll do. We'll pop it in there. And this will also be a storage for ice, so at least we have multiple ice storages. Still loading off, unloading people here. People are negative now for what reason? Are we... Hang on. Just want to see. Do we not have enough housing now? So we've dropped off a ton of people into this sector. Yeah, so we're out of housing. Let's just double check the Diogenes' mission. Ooh. Oh, it's in Sector 3. Ooh, that's the wrong one. I did the exact wrong thing there. So now I actually want you to bring in ice and forget about bringing in more people. So what I'll need to do is move people to Sector 1, or do I just build something else here? Let's quickly build... Oh, that's actually the same size there. One, two, 3. So what I think we do is do this. We'll do 1, 2, 3 there, and then we'll take the road around that side, and at least that should be fairly reasonable. So how many people are homeless now? That seems okay. Negative. It doesn't actually say that we're negative from homelessness. We just dropped the 1 because there's a lot more people in cell housing than there should be. But once that thing's built, it should be much better, and we should be able to feed people over here fairly easily. Okay, but that's where we're going to put a cut in the episode. It's been a bit of a while. We haven't delivered any ice here, so that's okay. Been a bit of a while, but so we'll put a cut in this episode. There's a lot still happening. 1 crew member died in the cycle due to environmental effects. Let's pop out quickly and just see how many there's still there. There's still 150 people to be picked up, so that's okay. We will continue doing that. And yes, guys, that's where I'm going to leave it. We will continue to make room for these people in as efficient way as we possibly can. And then we will we'll see where we go next. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next time. Bye-bye!